Hi everyone. In any modern ecosystem, when we talk about the application, especially a single page application like this one here, they don't live alone. The SPA always need a backend to communicate with, whatever it fetch, product catalog, user data, or handling any like transactions. There is a challenge, how do we make sure that communication between the client and the backend is secure and trustworthy? That's where tokens come in. The most common format is JWT, stands for JSON Web Token. Imagine it about the digital password. The SPA get the token, and after authentication through something like some kind of like an identity provider. In this case, I'm using Auth0. If I will click sign in, you will see the login page. When I authenticate, I will gain the access token. What does it mean? So the user provides some identity every time it talks to the backend. The token has a header, payload, and a signature. Let's break down and take a look how it looks the JW token. So here how it looks like JW token. There is a separation between three parts: header, payload, signature. So in the header, we have some kind of identity of the token and algorithm, but the payload contains the most important things. Here we have like a issuer, subject ID, it might be user. Any kind of like a sensitive data might be also available and visible here. So JW token has a one limitation. While it provides authentication, the payload is visible to anyone who has the token. That's fine for basic user ID, but for the not sensitive data, and that's where it's coming JWE. JSON Web. Here is an example of the code, how we can turn our JW token into the encryption, how we can secure our sensitive data inside the payload in our token. Before that, I will go to the JWEO and I will present what kind of data contains our token. So let's go here, let's paste the token here, and let's see what the payload contains. There's a lot of information. They can be even like a sensitive data. Imagine that you are putting some kind of like a user ID which is required into internal ID. Let's go back to the code. So as you said, there is some kind of code. This is example. This is not like a production code. To be sure that you're not going to use this RSA create, you need to create your own certificate with the PEM key and the public, and then attach it to the code. Let's run this one and see what happened. One thing I didn't mention that JWE has 5 parts separated by the dots. Basically, JW token has 3 parts, not 5. The last 2 parts in JWE represent ciphertext and auth tag. So when we should use the JWE, basically when we expose sensitive data user information for the healthcare APIs, payment systems, government application, or like enterprise API. So let's go back and see what has been generated. So this token, as you see, it has many dots. Let's preview and let's take a look if we can take a look what this token contains in the payload. If I go to the JWEO and paste this token, you will get nothing, basically because it's not possible to read any kind of sensitive data from our payload. We cannot even take a look and decode the header. The only thing we have is a signature, but it's not complete the data. Here, and I'm gonna need to share with you guys. Basically, what you saw it is like we are creating encrypted token, but what about if we can encrypt existing one? So in the typical flow communication from the request to our API, inside the request, inside the header, it should be added authorization, and there it should be like our access token. We can grab this access token and we can encrypt it. How to do it? I'm going to use a simple solution. Here we have like a JSON Web Token handler. I'm going to use it to encrypt my token, and I'm going to use my readable token, which is pasted here. So what I'm going to say var encrypting equals handler dot encrypt. Now I'm going to use existing token, which will be like a readable token, this one, and I'm going to use my encryption credential. What we'll here now see, it's encrypted JW token. So if I run my application, I would see now generate a new token with the 5 dots, separated by 5 dots. Bear with me, please. What you see here now, it's encrypted JW token. So I didn't generate new one, I encrypt the existing one. Let's copy and validate in the JWT IO if, as you see, it's not possible to read it, and still we can use it to communicate with our backend.